We're gonna teach them to live, I wanna look cute.
Okay. Everybody does. Anybody else?
Like your personality, like your morals, like your values, basically.
Okay. One more.
The people who surround you.
Big one. Very big one. So, did you know that studies show that only 4% of women would consider themselves beautiful? 4% of women, on average, will consider themselves beautiful. That means about these two. And everybody else in here would say, no, we're not beautiful, which is obvious of what? A low self-worth, a lack of low self-esteem, a lack of confidence. So where's the disconnect here? Everybody in here got up and told me, this is why I feel beautiful, this is why I find other people beautiful. No one's going around saying, I have low self-worth. I don't have the confidence. Everybody's taking selfies in the mirror like, ooh, look at how beautiful I am. So where's the disconnect? I mean, it's true. Who in here has ever heard someone else, if you have said it's probably like to your close to your friend or something, but who else has ever said, I don't feel confident, I don't value myself, and if you guys said that, you've heard that in school, well, great. Today's a great day, you got to change all of it. So, what do you think the disconnect is coming from? That so many of us, why are we not calling ourselves beautiful? What do you think?
We're probably not how society wants us to be.
Society. So you think the pressures of the way society defines us as beautiful is not beauty? That's a great one. What do you other things?
I feel like it's competition.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Both of us compete against each other when they do like it.
Okay, we're gonna get to that in a second.
I believe it stimulates from like elementary school.
Okay, how so?
Because, well, I know me growing up personally, I was always on the average of being plus size. So, kids will always pick on me about my size, about me being considered obese and all that stuff. So when it comes to that, that's what kind of made my light a little bit dim. It didn't make me feel confident in myself. I always believed that being petite and tall with the long blonde hair and the blue golden eyes is what was beauty. So I think it stimulates from that being picked on by fear.
Right. How do you feel about yourself?
Well, personally, I feel like I'm beautiful.
Kind of what she said, I feel like it kind of twisted, like some of my confidence came from when I was younger, like people always used to talk about my ethnicity because I'm African, so they'll be like, oh, African booty scratcher, but like, I be telling them like,
How did that make you feel?
like when I was younger, I used to ask my mom and dad, like, why did they ask me about they say things like that, but as I got older, I always like, it always was like, I always think it's ignorance and like, it built my confidence, and now they like me, so it's like, now they like me.
For me, it's the opposite. I grew up so confident.
Wait, I need you guys to, quiet down and give everybody respect to be listening to.
For me, it's the opposite. I grew up so confident. Like, I was so, like, fabulous. And then you grow up, and then you're like, wait, this doesn't look right. This is a little
Second
bit.
guess yourself.
Yeah.
One more.
Or like sometimes like you have a family member who like always like doubting themselves, oh I'm too this, I'm too that, and you see them from a younger kid, and you get older